The most expensive thing I've found in there was 260 million dong. And those were the big mothers. What's up guys? Day 2 of the Halong Bay boat cruise, and it is an awesome sunrise. I took Mav up and then she saw an awesome view of the whole thing. Luckily there wasn't much eagles. I think only about 2 came out, which were like a little bit curious, but I think if I don't fly over the land, over the trees and stay over the water, I should be okay. But an awesome start to the day. Sunrise just behind me. I actually slept in a little bit and then I woke up, looked outside the window, and then I saw the sun rising. I was like, fuck, gotta get up. So yeah, glad I did. And I think it's gonna be a lot better day than yesterday. So this morning we just got an oyster farm trip, and then next we got cooking classes. But yeah, it should be another pretty good day.
To be ready for implanting and need 1.5 to 2 years for oyster grow the pearl inside. Is Tahiti. It pearl with diameter can reach over 20 millimeters. We open up one oyster like this, and you see every oyster have the membrane here. After that, with one cut like this, we will cut. Finish first step, the oyster die, but we get many pieces of membrane for implant into the other one, a live one. This is the nuclear. It made from the shell, from this shell, not plastic. It's from oyster shell. It's membrane and one nuclear, so that the membrane and nuclear can stick together inside ovary. So when we put the membrane inside with nuclear, the membrane is still living and develop. It starts red layer with the color to cover surrounding this nuclear. Day by day, time by time, layer by layer, to building up this nuclear, so this one will become pearl. You know, with us, it's quite perfect. Very interesting. So the pearls are actually artificial. The inside of the pearl is actually a shell, and they grab that from an oyster, and then they grind it and they round it off, and then they get membrane from an oyster, cut it up into little pieces, and they implant it into another oyster. They implant the nuclear in the oyster,
put that small piece of membrane around it and then farm it for, you know, 3 to 5 years, and then that grows around it and pretty much makes the shiny bit of the pearl. So most of the perfect ones are farmed, but the natural ones happen when, you know, the oyster opens its shell underwater and then sand and then rock get in, so that forms the base of the pearl. But those pearls, they said, isn't perfect, you know, it's not shiny, it's not round. But inside that store, it seemed like the most expensive one are definitely the white pearls. It's white and gold, then black / silver pearls. The most expensive thing I've found in there was 260 million dong. And those were the big mothers, the big white mothers of the full necklace, and that's around 16,000 AUD. So pretty pricey. And stats, guys, since I'm always interested about stats, out of all the oysters that they farm, only 30% of them get pearls and only 10% end up being perfect.
You can buy all this in the country. Grass duro. And what is this?
Onion.
No. It's table. Okay. No, from dog meat in Vietnam, right? From Vietnam. So dog meat. Okay, joke is just pork.
He's not joking.
No problem. Yeah. A little salt and a purple. We need to make it soft. So we have a little water in here. Yeah. A little strong. It's yeah. A little stronger.
Love spring rolls.
Really?
Yeah.
Look like ninja. Ninja makes spring rolls.
Ninja makes spring rolls.
Ninja's what?
Come on, very good, very good.
Big spring roll.
Yeah.
Spring roll.
Yeah. It's not free.
It's not free.
It should be go back to the hotel free if I book.
Okay,
Can you call the hostel?
Yeah.
So I'm back at the harbour now after my 2-day overnight trip. It was more like a 24-hour trip, to be honest. It was a little bit fast, but it was fun. So the boat picked me up at midday yesterday and then dropped me back here midday at exactly midday today. So there are plenty of cruises along here, plenty of choices, lots and lots of boats. So depending on your budget, you could choose which one suits you the best. You could also go for 2 days overnight, 3 days, 4 days, longer if you want. But you know, it's not the best weather to be in Vietnam. Sun's out at the moment, but there are better months to visit this place, so that's when I'll probably, you know, go for a longer trip if I was to come back here. So my original plan was to make my way to Kappa Island, spend the day there overnight, and then, you know, most of the day there tomorrow, and then make my way to Sapa. But it seems like a mission to get there on my own, you know, buy the ticket somewhere else out of the harbor and then make my way back. You know, if the weather was a little bit better and I came here during the warmer months, I definitely would have visited Kappa Island and stayed a few nights there. But you know, the sun's in and out, so it's always overcast, so I think I might skip it for this trip. Gonna head back into Bachai, back to the hostel, and then get him to help me out and try to book a overnight bus to Sapa.
The trip is okay?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, just overnight. Yeah, it was real fun.
Oh my god.
It's just maybe
you don't go to Kappa anymore?
Nah, maybe because I think tomorrow weather not good. So I'm now back in the land of the beeping. And of course, as soon as I got in, the only thing I heard was beeping. Some people just beep throughout the entire street. Seriously, they don't stop. They just keep going through the whole street. So I've literally spent the last hour walking around town and literally went to like 3 banks and like 5 ATM machines trying to find what's the best way to withdraw money. And surprisingly, withdrawing from the bank is more expensive than the ATM. So the ATMs charge a 1.5% per transaction fee, and then my bank at home charges me $3.50 for every transaction, no matter what the amount is. So the Vietnamese bank charges me close to $3 for that transaction plus another $3.50. So for 200 bucks, I pay $6.50 in withdrawal fees. That's a lot. Then I went to the bank and I had one problem which I've never had with travel money cards before. So to withdraw from banks, you have to give them your passport so they can match your passport with your card. The Combank travel money card does not have your name on it. So one of the banks didn't let me withdraw from it. So I went to another one and then they were okay with withdrawing from it, but they charge 4% transaction fee. 4%. Now I don't fuck around. I'm not just gonna withdraw 100, 200 bucks. I want to withdraw like 1,000 bucks, 2,000 bucks. So 4% of that is $40. That is a shitload of money. Then when you think about it, it's actually cheaper to keep withdrawing from the ATM, because the ATM only charges 1.5% plus the $3.50. So if I just withdraw 5 times from that ATM to get my 1,000, then the Vietnamese bank only charges me 1.5% for that. And then from my bank back at home, $3.50 times 5, which is like $18 or something. So that's a lot cheaper than $40. So I think I'll have to keep going this way until I find a better option. If you guys have any suggestions, or have come across this situation, or needed to withdraw large amounts of cash and reducing your fees, please let me know and comment below, because I would really appreciate that. Alright guys, walked around to find a good place for the sunset. It actually ended up being a pretty good afternoon, clear skies, no clouds, so found this random bar, sun setting over there, and obviously it's too good not to take Mava for a second time today.
It's a losing game, it's a losing game. But this time it's more than another lot of war. This ain't the same, this ain't the same. They say love heals all, it makes it all alright.
Okay. Is it beds? Is it bed? Bed this one? Okay. No more transfer. This is the bus to Sapa?
Go
transfer.
to the Sapa. Lào Cai station and change mini phones, go to Sapa town, because Sapa town.
Oh, but this go to Sapa and then Sapa town to thing. Okay.
Include for you. You don't
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. See you again.
Mấy giờ chạy từ đây và mấy giờ lên Sapa? Anh em mà chạy đây em về đây em đưa đón anh luôn. Và em mang về em cho vào nhà.